Next, we'll come to the top 10 surnames in China. When Chinese people greet each other, they usually greet each other with the family name together with the title. In addition, because of the Chinese tradition, family name is a very honorable thing because it represents people's root. Unfortunately, out of these top 10 surnames, most Australians can only pronounce one correctly, which is luckily my family name, Li. So now I'm going to teach you how to read the rest. As long as you know these top 10 family names, you will be able to pronounce more than half of all Chinese people's family names correctly, which equals to over 700 million people. Incredible, isn't it? Now, shall we make a start? The first one is my family name, which is very easy, Li. One more time, Li, as in Bruce Lee. The second one is Wang. Wang. One more time, Wang. The next one is Zhang. This one is notorious for being mispronounced almost every single time. So listen to me pronouncing it first. Zhang. And how would you usually pronounce this one? Something like Zhang, right? Just imagine if you call a Mr. Zhang as Mr. Zhang, he probably can't even recognize that you're calling his name. Actually, this name is not difficult at all. ZH is like J in English, zh. And A and G, as we said before, is ang. So zh, ang together. Zhang, that's right. One more time. Zhang. Just imagine Miss Zhang has been hearing her name mispronounced so often ever since she came to Australia that she almost got used to it. And all of a sudden, you were calling her name with a perfect Chinese accent. I'm sure that will help you to establish a really good first impression. The next one is Liu. The tricky part is with IU. So IU is not pronounced as you, as in English. It's actually pronounced as you. So le, you, Liu. Very good. One more time. Liu. The next one is Chen. Again, it's quite similar to the English, but the minor difference lies in the pronunciation of en. In English, it is pronounced as an, as in hand. But in Pinyin, en is pronounced as n. Almost sounds like n in ten. So this one, instead of Chen, it should be Chen. One more time. Chen. The next one echoes back to number 2 in the way the A and G is pronounced. So still remember how to pronounce A and G? Right? So do you want to have a try yourself? Yang. That's perfect. One more time. Yang. The next one is zhao. So whenever we see diphthongs such as ow, I, and o in Pinyin, we need to put on an Asian accent. Have you noticed that when Chinese people are speaking English, they tend to produce a narrower sound when they pronounce these diphthongs? For example, if you might say, wow, China is so beautiful, but the Chinese people might pronounce it something like, well, China is so beautiful. Do you see the difference? So when you start to learn Chinese, you should do the opposite thing and produce a narrower sound when you are reading these diphthongs. So ow is actually pronounced as o in Pinyin. One more time. O. So like we said before, ZH is like J, is zh. So zh, o, zhao. One more time. Zhao. The next one is H-U-A-N-G. Do you want to have a try yourself first? I think I heard people pronouncing something like Huang, which is almost perfect. You can make it even better if you know one more trick. So each Chinese pinyin is like one sound. So you try to make it condensed and smooth, as if there is no gap between wu and ang at all. So this one should be Huang. One more time. Huang. The next one is Zhou. So again, this goes back to the way the diphthong O is pronounced. In Pinyin, the OU should be O instead of the O in English. O. So zhi, O together. Zhou, that's right. It's like the English name Joe with a Chinese accent. One more time. Joe. The last one is really similar to English, but then the Chinese wu is more solid than the English wu. So this one should be wu. One more time. Wu. Congratulations! Now you have learned how to pronounce the family names of more than 700 million people in the world.